Hey brothers, so I have I got the clearly filtered water filter system for the under the sink, under our kitchen sink. I don't know, it's probably been, I don't know how long ago it was, however long ago it was, I think it's been over a year, and I got my replacement filters, and I figured I'd go ahead and get those changed out. It's been likely longer than I'm supposed to wait, so it might be that the filters that I'm taking off are pretty disgusting, but I wanted to give an update on what's the water flow rate like now versus where was it when they first started, and then once I put the new ones on, where does it return to? Is it pretty much the exact same, or is it actually slightly different? And if so, is there like a difference in the quality of the product? I don't know. So I'm going to record some of that stuff, and we'll find out. I'm going to capture first what the flow rate is right now, and then we'll go forward with the deinstallation and replacement of the filters. It should take a lot less time than the first time, as everything is installed. Now it's just, I think, twisting on and off. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, enjoy the ride. Alright, so we've got our container. Last time I believe the time to beat was something like 1 minute and 10 seconds, maybe 1 minute and 16. I think 1 minute and 16. So let's go ahead and get the recording going. We'll zoom in a little so you're able to see. And let's get the timer. Alright, we're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Goodness gracious. Alright, so that's right at 1 minute and 59 seconds, 0.62. So basically, we're just say that's 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So it's definitely lost a lot of that flow rate, or a lot of the flow through. That's almost additional 30 or almost additional 40 seconds. So 40 seconds would be, let's see, 1 minute and 20. Goodness gracious. That's almost lost about 50% of its throughput. Considering how long it's been, I guess that's not too surprising. My wife's noticed that it's slower. She has told me that it seems to be a lot slower, so we need to replace it. I haven't noticed because it was so gradual over time, but nonetheless, that is definitely slower. The water quality itself, as far as how clean it looks, well, I'll zoom in rather than try and move the camera. But it looks great, so it doesn't look like it's lost its ability to filter so much as it just does it much more slowly because it's more full. Alright, so now we're down on the ground, and we are going to work on replacing the filters. Sorry about that. Gonna just probably speed this section up, but just so you can see it done in case anyone has any questions like, hey, did I do it this way or that way? Hopefully this helps somebody. If not, well, you didn't lose anything except for a few seconds, and you can just speed up this playthrough. So, yeah, see you in a minute. Just so you know, I just turned off the water, the cold water, so that as I do this, I won't have to worry about water going everywhere. At least I shouldn't. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a specific way I have to plug these 3 things in, because they all look the same. The only difference between any of them that I can see is having the model number or the part number, and that's only on this one. This is the one I just pulled out. I can tell because it's so much heavier. I assume that's the crap that it's pulled out. So theoretically, this one will be first. Yeah, I see absolutely no distinguishing characteristics in any of these except for the last one. And to my knowledge, and there were no instructions provided in the box, so I'm just going to assume it doesn't really matter what order they go in. And if I'm wrong, well, that sucks. So let's hope I'm not wrong. All right. 6 minutes. Oh. So about 6 minutes, 15 seconds. And most of that was me taking more time because I figured there has to be more to it than this, but there isn't. You just unwind them or unscrew them, then screw the other ones back in. And theoretically and hopefully, there's no rhyme or reason to which ones go where. If there are, then I may have messed up. All right, so we've got the new ones installed. Oh, need to turn the water back on. And should be good to go. So last time I filled up the water, I filled up this bucket thingy before letting it run for a few minutes, and there was a lot of, it just looked like it needed to be run through. So I'm doing that preemptively this time and just letting the water run through it. All right, well that definitely looks like it's flowing a little faster. But let's go ahead and give her a trial run. We'll see if we want to try it. We'll get 2 times. So the first run is go. Ow. Yeah, that seems a lot faster. All right, so back at about 115. Got a little over the mark as last time, but the water itself does have a slightly cloudy look, I think. Yeah. Oh wait, I'll zoom in so you can see. It's nothing huge, but actually, yeah, it looks even worse now. So not the clearest looking water. So once more, I'm gonna let it run for a little bit. And after we let it run for a little bit, I'll do the test a second time. So I weighed each of the filters, and as you can see, the first one I put on there is 2.463. The second one was 2.465. And the last one, which was the one that was on the end, is 1.916. Which means that last one weighed the least. Not sure if that's just because as it goes through, it filters other things out. So by the time it gets to the last one, there's just not as much that it needs to filter. Or if it's filtering out something that weighs less, I don't know. Either way, an interesting observation. Interesting to me, anyhow. Alright, so I just let it run for about 3 minutes and 15 seconds. That's hopefully good enough, but we'll fill this up, and even if it isn't enough, we'll just get a second flow rate test. So, here we go. We're pretty much ready, and, well, probably 3, 2, 1. All right, so that was 1 minute and 12 seconds. So overall, it's back to its original post-filter speed. Nothing too exceptionally fast, nothing too slow. It is still, well, we can once more compare it to the... Oh yeah, and the water definitely looks a lot clearer this time. So we'll... Good show. Last time you could not see through the water at the bottom, this time you absolutely can. Looks crystal clear, outside of the fact that this is a slightly colored pitcher. We're not going to talk about me using a plastic pitcher and then trying to filter stuff out and how one kind of negates the other. All right. And lastly, a speed test with the hot water. Alright, that's about 52 seconds, or 53. So, I think it used to be faster. I don't know. Either way. So, 53 seconds. And that is... Alright. And it also looks clear, but... Never noticed it not looking clear, so that's nothing new. Alright, well, I cannot think of anything else to review or to talk. Oh, I should test it. Make sure it doesn't taste weird. I don't know why it would taste weird, but let's see if it tastes like water. Here we go. You know, I probably shouldn't use a cup that I made a fiber drink in to test it. We will use a glass cup. Yeah, that's definitely faster. That is so much faster. Seems kind of strange. You know what? Yep. Tastes like water. Alright. Well, everybody, I doubt many people will find this very useful. For those of you who do, I hope enjoy. Thank you for your time. God bless. Seek that which is good, true, and beautiful. And until then, Christ is King. Bye. Where's the button?
Come, a land of legends, a new nation. One day when the building is done, we'll let the gravy flow. It hit the fan, so he cut trees, but Owen soon began to stream. The bears were born and he would lead, the big bear took his throne. Soon may Bertaria come, a land of legends, a new nation. One day when the building is done, we'll let the gravy flow. From bike thievery to the moon landing, Coronu to small hats dancing, the wizards, they were always slain by the time he had to land the plane. Soon may Bertaria come, a land of legends, a new nation. One day when the building is done, we'll let the gravy flow. As Big Tech saw the threat at hand, the demonetizing bastards banned, but authorized or not, we'd come to free ourselves of the gamma scum.
Soon may Bertaria come, a land of legends, a new nation. One day when the building is done, we'll let the gravy flow.
The Crowder, Rogan, Shapiru 3 are all super gay, allegedly. So we crush instead of bitch to death, while Peter's son's tweaked out on meth. Soon may Bertaria come, a land of legends, a new nation. One day when the building is done, we'll let the gravy flow. Now we bought some land in Idaho, and soon we'll see our kingdom grow, as Big Bear makes his regular call to encourage the bears who are mostly tall. Soon may Bertaria come, a land of legends, a new nation. One day when the building is done, we'll let the gravy flow. Soon may Bertaria come, a land of legends, a new nation. One day when the building is done, we'll let the gravy flow.
Let the gravy flow.